Brad, it was pretty evident early in this game that your team picked right up where it left off after Calgary. How nice was it to see that the battle level was there right from the opening faceoff tonight?
Yeah, I thought we played hard. Right from the opening bell, they came at us pretty good there in the first. Korpi was good again for us all night. We settled in. We didn't quit. We lose Gus late in the first, and he's a big part of our team. We know how many minutes I play him, so the guy stepped up. It's great.
And when you do lose him, now you're going to play other guys. So you have to play them more minutes, and they responded again. And this is a couple of times in a row that you've gone through this, where the guys that you put in there, they just stepped right up.
Yeah, who doesn't like more ice time, right? No one complains about getting more ice time, I can tell you that. So no, I thought we had centers playing wings. It's just that was the game. That's what was in front of us, and I thought they did a heck of a job.
In a year when you've been wildly inconsistent at times as a team, the consistency of the defense, the sticks in the passing lanes and the shooting lanes all night long, has got to be very gratifying for you to see.
Yeah, it was better tonight than the Calgary game. We had the intensity, but we were showing some stuff where we're hurting ourselves, and was the message tonight. Like, they're going to create. They got some guys that are pretty good, but don't hurt yourselves. And I thought we did a good job of protecting the middle, blocking shots, good sticks, and clearing pucks when we needed to.
Did you feel that third period you guys played well and that goal was coming? It wasn't one of those.
Yeah, you don't know if it's coming. The frustrating part of the second is we missed the net 3 or 4 times where we had some good looks. You want to make the goalie make a save and create a rebound if he doesn't, right? So I thought the third, we had some good shifts coming, and Marchie does a heck of a job, pulling it from below the goal and getting to the other side of the net and jamming away there. And then you could feel that, there's some energy in our group. And it was a good period, solid period.
We talk about Marchenko's skill a lot, and that was skill to get the puck to the net, but he's a big guy too, and is able to kind of hang in there and get his own rebound in there. Does that show kind of that he can be a bull a little bit too?
Well, what we've seen with Marchie is he can score different ways. He's not just a rush guy. He's not just a sit at the dot and one-time guy. He's strong on pucks, and that move that he made, that's a power forward move to get from below the goal line to the other side of the net and stay on it. That's hard to do, and it's his first year. I know he's played with men, but he's finding different ways to score, which is that's a positive sign for him.
Yeah, with Korpi obviously played great all night, but that one save was just incredible. On the power play, I think.
Yeah.
What does that do for the whole bench?
Well, it's great. You hope you could kill it.
Right.
They're dangerous. I mean, you got to stay out of the box, and I don't love the penalty. We could argue that, but they're so lethal. They make plays through you, and I said Max got the worst job. He's got a pre-scout and watch all the goals that they scored all year, and they're another level, and the way McDavid plays it, he rolls around, he doesn't stay in one spot, and then they make plays through guys. They make it look very easy. So it was a huge save. I wish we could have got through it, but we responded otherwise.
You guys have had a number of games this year where you've either been in it or whatever, and it just doesn't go your way, and the guys are not happy leaving. This is completely the opposite. I mean, how important can one game be like this against a team like that to pull out a win in this fashion?
Yeah, I think you even look back at the San Jose game where we come from behind. You win that game. You look at the Calgary game. That was a very emotional game for a lot of different reasons, obviously, and we battle back in that one. We're down 0-2. We're down 3-2 in the third, and we come back in the third and get it to overtime, get a point. And then tonight, we're down again, and we come back. So hopefully these guys, you start to believe in yourself and know that they can stay in any game and continue to check, play hard, and battle, block shots, do all the things that's going to be required to win some games.
With such a young team, can you sense that on the bench that they're maybe figuring out how to handle those ebbs and flows a little bit and not get down on themselves, be able to come back? Just can you feel it? Does it feel a little different as they've gotten a little bit more experience as it's gone on?
Yeah, I mean we're not there yet. I mean, but the good thing is you're in 2 tough environments here the last couple games, and they didn't take a step back at all. I think again we lose a guy like Gus. How much I use him, and guys stepped up. And that's a positive sign. It's great to see, and just keep pushing forward here.
Erik, we all know kind of the challenge for you guys when you come into a game like this with McDavid and Draisaitl and the whole lineup over there. What does that do for you guys as far as just, if you want to stay in that game, you got to be kind of just at the top of your game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. They're tremendous hockey players, and they're having really good seasons. And I've always said it. You gotta check them as a 5-man group, 6-man unit, because they're going to get their chances, and our goalie's going to have to make some stops. And I mean, Korpi's got the highlight of the night going into tomorrow. That helps big time when goalie can make a play like that and keep you in it. So we had a good group effort today.
Yeah. What does this, just the whole thing, do for you guys? I mean, this has been such a tough season. You had a lot of nights where it was not fun leaving the rink, and I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun leaving tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, we started off in Calgary with winning that season series and playing a really good game. Our first period was not as good, but nonetheless, there's spots where we shot ourselves in the foot, but that's one of those games where the emotions are running high, and you stepped up to the plate that way, and we cleaned up a few of those mistakes for tonight's game and ended up putting a really good 60-minute effort together, and this road trip started off well, and it's good that we're getting that.
Yeah, we're talking about the young kids all the time with you guys, right? The veterans, and saying it's coming, but how nice was it to see Marchenko get the tying one, and then Johnson ends it there?
Yeah, of course. It's huge, and whether they're young or old, it's the fact that they go in and we stuck with it right till the end to tie it up, and then go put it away in overtime. That's huge. Good credit for them taking the puck to the net and making good plays. But at the end of the day, it could be anybody who scores that goal. We'd be just as happy.
You guys were playing well in the third period. You get a sense that just keep playing and eventually you'll get one.
Yeah. We've had a lot of games where we haven't really been able to settle in, and today we settled into it. I think there was nobody gripping the stick tight, regardless of who we were playing against, and that helps. We had every line going, we had every deep pair going. Our goaltender was playing tremendous, and it was a really good 60-minute effort.
Mentioned Korpi a few times, but how much confidence can you guys get as a group just the way he keeps playing consistently night in, night out?
Yeah, tons. He's and lately he's been really sticky. He's given us a lot of face-offs, and especially when we need them. Those are keys. Sometimes you get those drawn-out shifts against top lines, and if he can catch a puck that gives you a change, that's huge. His rebound control's been awesome also, and he's playing confident, and we're feeding off him for sure.
Well, that stop on Draisaitl, what does that do for the bench and the guys on the ice when you see something like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're in it. That goes in. That's so deflating, but it's the complete opposite when he makes that save. I mean, it just fires you right up and makes you dial it in that little bit more. After that kill, we came out hot, and played well. Ended up tying it up and winning it overtime. It's a solid hockey game.
Another big goal for you in this building. It's I don't know if it's old hat is the way to put it, but nice to come up with another big one, isn't it?
Yeah, no, obviously, I mean, that's one of the best feelings of 2 winners, so it was a huge win for us.
Throughout the course of the game, it looked like there were times when you were trying to find something, maybe turn the puck over a couple of times, but then it comes down to the nitty-gritty there, and your patience really paid off on that game winner, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, it's obviously you don't want to make turnovers, but they're going to happen sometimes, especially if you're trying to make plays. So just try to have a quick memory after, that one on the goal there, whatever, and yeah.
What have you learned personally in these last 2 games, just the way they've been played with the intensity of it and the level you've had to come up as a team and an individual?
Yeah, I mean, obviously these are the great type of games that you want to play, and they're fun, great energy. So yeah, just kind of how you got to manage the game to get the win.
So as a young guy, do you feel becoming more and more confident, you personally, but also as a team in some of these tight games and playing in some really big situations late in games?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I think we've been pretty good in OT and stuff all year, but yeah, I definitely think getting more comfortable in these tight ones in the third.
How much do you enjoy 3-on-3 OT, where you got a little more space?
Yeah, no, I mean, I love it. It's the best. So, yeah.
Were you kind of sniffing that goal there? It seemed like you were kind of taking it to the middle as much as you could there for shots.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think every time touch the puck in the other zone, trying to threaten a shot or whatnot, and obviously that's when the passes open up and when the shots open too. So yeah, I'm always looking for it, especially in 3-on-3.
How much of a lift do you guys get? I mean, two rookies, come back and there's a game-tying goal, and then you get the winner. Just how much fun is that?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, obviously it's the best when you're winning tight games like that. So yeah, it feels great.
You're going home What does it mean extra to you to score a goal like that, knowing you're going home to play there in 2 days?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, a goal like that will feel great anytime. So, but obviously, it's really exciting to be going back to Vancouver, and it's going to be a fun game. I'm looking forward to it.
What did you see on that? Say with Draisaitl?
Just the instincts. I mean, I think that was Hyman who got the puck in front of the net, and I thought he's going to shoot there. You know, it's a good shooting spot, but he still made that one extra pass and just tried to get something in front.
On just the victory here, a good come from behind victory for you guys. How big is it for this club? I know it's been kind of a tough year for you guys.
It's big, especially lately. I think we've been playing good, but we haven't had that many wins. And I think the way we played today, that was awesome. And you know, it's great to get points on our own.
Corby, when you make a save like that one that we were talking about earlier, do you even see the puck, or does it just kind of end up in your glove after you throw your glove out there?
Well, I can't go blindfolded there.
Yeah.
So.
No. It's
I
just
kinda
such
have to see that.
Yeah. It was a close range. And
Yeah, but
obviously.
unless you don't see that, you can't make a save.
Right. So, just what's the feeling though after that? Can you kind of tell the bench is picked up?
Yeah, but you know, my job is to stay level. Doesn't matter what happens. If it's a good thing or a bad thing, so just get back at it.
How big is this win for you guys as a team?
It's great. I mean, the way we played, especially last period and OT, I mean, that's a good team we played against. So, you know, everyone chipped in today, and that's a great win.
You watched your team come out right off the opening faceoff and picking up, just like they did in Calgary at the end of the game, that physical play, just the defense that they were playing. Did you have the feeling it could be a good night? They were going to make your job as easy as they could?
100%. You know, the battle level was right there in the beginning, and you could see everyone just bought in and, you know, put 100% there, and that's how you win games.
A pretty long stretch now where you've pretty consistently played well. Is this as good as you felt just game in, game out in a while?
Felt pretty good. The guys let me see the puck, which helps a lot. Obviously, there was a couple of good looks from them, but, you know, when against this team, you have to make those saves. Just trying to play my game, you know, help the team get points.
How much fun is it to see the young guys stepping up as big as they did in those big late goals?
It's great. I mean, was it Marchenko who scored the tying goal? Yeah. KG, OT, it's great. You know, you see those guys getting better day by day. So, you know, I love to see that.
Yeah, those two guys in particular, they seem to work really hard. They're out late, you know, after every skate and everything. Is that? I mean, what does that say about just, I guess, their work ethic?
Exactly. I mean, that's the work ethic, and that's how you get better. And you know, day in, day out, working hard. That's